Pakistani troops have continued their ceasefire violations along the line of control for the 10th consecutive night with its unprovoked firing in Kupwara, Baramulla, Poonch, Rajauri, Mendhar, Naushera, Sunderbani and Akhnoor areas of Jammu and Kashmir. Now, it's no news that at these locations, it has always been sensitive and repeated number of ceasefire violations have also been reported in the past. But at the same time, when the Pahalgam terror attack has taken place on the 22nd of April, and it's been more than a week since then, Pakistan continues its offensive. Now, the Indian Army has responded in a calibrated and a proportionate manner to these ceasefire violations. However, there were no casualties in the border areas initiated by the Pakistani troops in the violation of the ceasefire agreement. Since the night of 24th April, just hours after India suspended the Indus Waters Treaty following the killing of 26 innocent Indians in the terror attack, Pakistani troops have been resorting to unprovoked firing at various places along the LOC in Jammu and Kashmir, beginning from the Kashmir Valley. Meanwhile, let's take a close look at the ceasefire violations that have happened till now, and in fact also give us a sense of how exactly in a repeated manner these ceasefire violations have been continued, while it was in fact also repeated earlier that these ceasefire violations have been ongoing before the Pahalgam terror attack. Let's take a look at the areas where ceasefire violations has taken place on the map. Now, if you can see, this is the Lipa Valley at the LOC where ceasefire violation has taken place, and from there on, in fact, this is in the upper part of the LOC, while the Neelam and the Tutmari Gully, which is also one of the sensitive areas where regular patrolling is happening, and Kupwara and Poonch also remains to be very crucial point. Even before the terrorist attack happened at these locations, including this area in Akhnoor, which is around the south side of the LOC, ceasefire violations have occurred. And when we talk about on the 29th of April, which is 7 days later of the terrorist attack, ceasefire violations continue to happen at least 4 points, including Baramulla, Kupwara, Akhnoor and Uri as well. As in fact days progressed, the number of repeated ceasefire violations continued to take place at the LOC, and it was in fact day before yesterday when at 4 different locations ceasefire violations have been reported, and Uri also became a target of the ceasefire violations. Now, until yesterday, that was 3rd of May. All these regions were in fact at the LOC, including Baramulla, Kupwara, Poonch, Mendhar, Naushera, Akhnoor, Rajauri and Sunderbani. Ceasefire violations have been reported at least 7 points. My colleague Ajay Jandial is there with me live on the broadcast to share more details. Ajay, now at 7 different locations, ceasefire violations have been reported in more than 10 days after the terrorist attack. Pakistan continues to be defiant, and at this point of time, ceasefire violations have been reported every day, at least at 2 sectors each day. What are you picking up, and how exactly this is going to be even worse for the India's resolve in the retaliation which can come at any time?
See, it seems that Pakistan is frustrated. Pakistan basically is scared of, Indian retaliation, and that's why wherever their forces, their troops are, they basically try to target the defense forces. And this is what exactly happened. If you see that in last 12 hours, 8 back-to-back ceasefire violations are reported on 8 different sectors, whether it is Baramulla, Uri, Kupwara, Poonch, Rajauri, Naushera, Sunderbani and Akhnoor sector area. And this is the 10th day when this ceasefire violation is continuously taking place in the on the line of control in the Jammu and Kashmir. So that shows that the Pakistani frustration is continuously doing it, but also there are apprehensions that Pakistan could try to push in the terrorists over here in the Jammu and Kashmir, because there are reports that more than 150 terrorists are waiting on the launch pads and with the Pakistani army troopers on the line of control, those who want to infiltrate to this side. So what are the reasons why Pakistan want to disturb the border? That has to be seen. But after Pahalgam attack, highlight has been sounded all along the international border in the line of control area, as Pakistan have deployed number of troops, artillery and tanks on the line of control. Even it's fighter jets were seen scrambling across the line of control as well. So highlight has been sounded even after this Pahalgam attack, when Pakistan is trying to disturb peace on the LOC area. That is also being retaliated very effectively by the Indian forces over there.
All right, Ajay, thank you very much for adding more details.